Welcome back. Satisfactory. Hey, we are still on the edge, power-wise. So I think I'm gonna try to solve this once and for all. I'm gonna do it in a slightly unusual way. Let's see if we can get it done with Somersloops. First thing we're gonna do, so this side is running on turbo fuel. There's actually a decent amount of turbo fuel, but I'm gonna disconnect that. No more turbo fuel for you. So the only thing that turbo fuel is doing at this point... Oh, wait, we should double check and make sure that this... Alright, yeah, this is all connected. Given a certain kind of rush... Oh no, it's only 20 per. So that's... 100, 200... 300, 400. So yeah, that's still one pipe worth. So I think we're safe to leave this as our only turbo fuel pipe. Let the turbo fuel go over here. And then this is the rocket fuel pipe. Halfway decent flow, actually. And then all I'll do is I'll just put a nice little... Uh-oh. Let's get rid of this immediately. A couple of pipe junctions to split these. While I'm thinking about it though, I'm gonna put 3 Somersloops in the best performing. Not that one. Not that one. That one's making nitric acid. So this one has got all the turbo fuel. So I'm just going to put these in here. Yeah, that adds 75 rocket fuel for us. Without increasing the demand. And then over here, this is in an awkward place. I probably should connect it back here. Nope. Are you telling me you can't connect that to that in any circumstances? Come on. Maybe I need to go from here to here. All right. I'm actually on a bit of a time crunch here. There we go. Cannot connect pipe networks containing different fluids. Ooh. If I flush this, am I gonna lose all power instantly? Probably, but there's really no other way to do it. That was probably the reason why I was getting the connection error anyway. Alright, so it's coming up here. Looks like I've got directionals put in on this one. So I'll just fly around to make sure that it's a full circle. Sometimes I put dead ends on this. And if I did that and then like connected it different ways, all the machines wouldn't be connected, which would be bad. That looks like that's about halfway. It looks like there's a connecting... Oh, it looks like there's a connection the whole way. So we're all set as far as that goes. Still a little turbo fuel, but these guys are demanding rocket fuel. And actually, there's turbo fuel in this pipe. Or I'm sorry, rocket fuel. So this transition should be pretty good. I should probably rip. Technically now there should be way more turbo fuel to process into rocket fuel. Yeah, all these machines are feeling a lot more full. This top level, I'm not sure. This is kind of my surplus capacity. So if we get a big influx of turbo fuel by drone, then we have the ability to process it faster. The thing is each one of these donuts has, I want to say 24. So we only need a capacity of 200. This by itself is doing 175. So we're making surplus rocket fuel at this point. That one little Somersloop change. Now the only question is, are we actually getting turbo fuel? I've never actually had a really ideal relationship with our turbo fuel factory. Well, it's dropping 900. Looking for a couple that don't have turbo fuel immediately, just to give them a little boost. So to me, so weird. It's like this one is totally full. So it's going to switch over perfectly fine because it's got turbo fuel to burn and then a full fluid buffer of rocket fuel to burn. The one right next to it, I guess at the end of the line, it's got nothing. I wonder if I should go out and get that other... Let's see if we can find another... Yeah, see, they're starting to go red on me. This one switched over nicely, though. I think we should just make more rocket fuel. Surely you would think there's a Somersloop up here. Why are we using... Oh, because we don't have anything else. Turbo fuel, please. Thank you. Allowing myself to get distracted by this Mercer sphere. It's a well-placed one as well. Where's this other Somersloop? Uh-oh. Starting to feel like it might be below me. Where is it? Alright, I need an easier to find one, because we just need one. I'm not trying to get 30 of them. Of course, now we're too high up to actually detect anything. Oh, a ton of spiders. I wonder if I can tease you guys to jump out here. Oh my god, that's a lot of spiders. I don't think I need Noblest, I think, to get to that one. I might not have them. Oh, good old-fashioned Noblest. Thank goodness. There it is. Sheesh.
Your waves could be bigger, your blood thicker, your bones many, your organs more.
Hello to you too.
We have composed you a learning song.
That is a welcome surprise. Do be careful not to overload my blood's extremely fragile organic systems. On that note, I have been working on making them redundant.
Our
know.
rhythm is patient and harmonious.
You truly are a far superior collaborator than humanity.
The question is, can we make it? I don't think we can. I think we kind of hit our head on the launch. It's slowed us down. No! Ouch. Downside of not having full health when you get into the hyper cannon. Man, it's been a long time since I died, too. Let's see. Well, we got a full one there. I like that idea. And we probably have a jetpack in our... And then we could probably grab some turbo fuel. I can remember how to spell. Now we kind of have to get halfway there. But we should probably try to get there with enough fuel to land softly. Uh-oh. We got disconnected. Be right back. All right. I think we're back. Maybe. Yep, there we go. Oh man, I've been playing Star Rupture. I wish everybody would just use Satisfactory controls. Play one game and you get all set with those controls, and then everybody wants you to use their favorite control scheme. Try to make enough room to clear out this box. I guess we can drop this as well. That'll definitely give us a space. Oh, that's a gas filter, not a radiation filter. You know what? I got absolutely zero speed on that.
Have a good day.
So technically, if I have, if it's 24 times 4, it's roughly 100. It's a little more than 100 fuel per minute per donut consumed. And then 24 times 250, yeah, 6,000 power. So we might be in a place where we could put a third donut right over there. 1, 2, 3. Maybe put some batteries in the center of it. If we can get to roughly 300 power. Power, 300 rocket fuel. I see lots of smokestacks. .1 rocket fuel. So 200 per minute, this machine by itself supports 2 donuts. All on its own. This one is 100. That's another donut. This one's 100. That's another donut. I mean, we could put a lot of these in. And that's where the turbo fuel just kind of stops. This kind of gives us a little extra. So looking at these numbers, 200, 100, 100. So that's 400. And over here, $95 machines. So basically we could do 4 donuts. Yeah, the rocket fuel is moving around the circle here. We may have finally solved our power issues. and giving ourselves a way to scale up even further. 263 items per minute. 263 divided by 60 times 100, which is the ratio for turbo fuel to rocket fuel. That's 438. And then if, say, 1/3 of that is multiplied by 2, so that's, let's say 600. Oh, I guess that is the other limit. We only set it up for one pipe. So that's 400. Yeah, we're at capacity unless I pull another pipe. Good point. I really don't need any more buffers because each one of these machines has their own internal and external buffer. So no additional buffers needed. It's just taken a little while for it to fully disseminate, but our power production is going up. You know, I probably could not overclock these now. Let's let everybody get some rocket fuel before we go to overclock. I wonder if there's any extra turbo fuel over here that we can bring in. $270. This is produced. Oh wait, 270. 90? No. Yeah, 90. It's the absolute max that we're gonna need. At any given time, so we might as well save our little bit of power capacity there. That's a good chunk of turbo fuel. It's meant to work this side, but we'll leave one. That just means each one of these is already full, so don't really have to worry about it too much. $400, huh? I think we stabilize this basically. It's actually turning into a pretty cool build. And using those Somersloops in that particular spot, very valuable. Not because it gives us more turbo fuel, but because it gives us more because it gives us more rocket fuel without consuming more turbo fuel. That's really the beauty of it. It already looks like it's starting to back up a little bit. For that to be true, though, I'd expect all of these to be running at the very least. And then I would expect these to have... Some of these are full. It's going to take a while for them to get fully full and ready to go. And I think we're good. I think that's about where we want to be. I probably could overclock some of the more popular ones. But really what I could do is build a bunch more donuts. You know, if I overclock this, I'd probably overload the whole pipe, so we shouldn't even think about that. I'd have to build a separate pipe just for that particular piece. I think that gives us a little bit of a breather. I'll have to decide in the next episode if I just want to go ahead and put in another donut, get it an extra 6,000 power. I already kind of started the plan for it, as you can see on the right there. We've got 24 power fuel circles planned. But I think we're good for now. Let's call it right there. Thanks for hanging out. An actual short video. We'll see you next time.